Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Dillon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. If they didn't get that done, this time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap?
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dillon. And this one is incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Hey, pull Fury. Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser and fullback and let him get the job done.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw on 2nd down, Dillon. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, Dillon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their lead in this first half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
To throw again, Dillon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have opened the lead up to 30.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line,
He's really good.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away,
and the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use him. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on third down, Dillon. And he will find his man on the outside. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Dillon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there for their second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start over in Tampa. An NFC South matchup between Atlanta and Tampa Bay. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Dak Prescott on target repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they lead the visiting Raiders at halftime. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense there, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. They clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session, while maybe a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable. monster right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are pouring it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Quick slant, finding Claypool.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Back to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Side complete to Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to get this out to the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now back to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2.
McKinnon here, it's complete. He's at the 50. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing to start the drive. Dillon, he's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.